collection. Genuine talent. Larger-than-life heroics. Now you can bring home the legend in the John Wayne DVD collection.
We just passed the point of no return.
Including two of the Duke's most memorable films never before released on DVD or video. The Academy Award-winning The High and the Mighty on a 2-disc special edition DVD set.
I like the way you said that.
And the epic story of evolution and survival.
Dooley is down.
Get the holes in, and that's a search button.
When do we start looking for him?
Also on a special edition DVD, Island in the Sky.
Anything. Mind you, anything can happen up here, Murray.
Plus, this must-own collection includes 10 of the Duke's best films in collectible packaging. El Dorado, Rio Lobo, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, Big Jake, his Oscar-winning performance in True Grit, In Harm's Way, Donovan's Reef, The Sons of Katie Elder, The Shootist, and Atari.
I've taken about all of this I'm gonna take.
And coming soon to DVD, special collector's editions of Hondo and McClintock.
Out here, a man settles his own problems.
Redefine your DVD collection with the man who defined the term movie star. The John Wayne DVD collection. Own them all.
John Wayne made a lot of westerns, but a handful of them stand out in his long career. Hondo was one of those films. Hi, I'm Leonard Maltin, and I think it's important to remember what was going on in Hollywood when this movie was made. The 1950s ushered in a new era of westerns for adult audiences. Films like Winchester 73 and Broken Arrow presented tough, often complex characters. It didn't paint its heroes and villains in the black and white extremes of Saturday matinee cowboy films. High Noon and Shane celebrated some Western traditions while questioning others. John Wayne hadn't made a Western in 3 years, but he knew a good piece of material when he saw it. The story was by Louis L'Amour, who was not yet a household name. It originally appeared as a short story in the July 1952 issue of Collier's magazine under the title The Gift of Cochise. He expanded it into a novel, the first one published under his own name, and it became a tremendous success, eventually selling more than 3 million copies and paving the way for a long and illustrious career. Wayne hired his favorite writer, James Edward Grant, to adapt L'Amour's work as a screenplay, and Grant gave Wayne the kind of laconic dialogue he liked best. The treatment of Indians in the story is certainly more progressive than you would have found in a Western made a decade earlier. The character of Hondo is part Indian himself. Wayne's choice of leading lady was most unusual. Hondo marked the film debut of Geraldine Page, who was just enjoying her first flush of success on the New York stage. Hondo may be a far cry from Tennessee Williams, but her performance in this movie earned her the first of 8 Academy Award nominations. She finally won the Oscar for her work in The Trip to Bountiful, made in 1986. This film was made when Hollywood was convinced that 3D was just the thing to lure moviegoers away from their television sets and back into theaters. In fact, Jack L. Warner went so far as to predict that every film would be made in 3D. Filming on location in Mexico, the cumbersome equipment required for that process was a trial. Imagine how the people who worked on Hondo must have felt when, by the time the film was ready for release at the end of 1953, it became obvious that the 3D craze was dying. Fortunately, audiences flocked to see this film, not because of its foreground compositions, but because of John Wayne starring in a solid adaptation of a best-selling novel. That's still a compelling reason to watch it today.